is going to get the next title shot at welterweight is an option that's going around forever. And to be honest with you, it all starts with who the fuck knows what Kamaru Usman's doing, because he's acting like guys are dodging him when he's injured till November, in his own words. So I don't know how guys are dodging you if you can't fight till, and you can't even announce a fight until November. That doesn't make any sense to me. Whatever's going on, Kamaru Usman isn't being clear on what's actually going on. I believe he's injured. I just feel like we need to have a sit-down interview with him. So we really need to iron out when's he going to be available, when's he going to be back, all this kind of stuff. Because right now it's kind of all up in the air. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? We sound like it's going to be November. Who the fuck knows, to be honest with you? Okay? Jorge Masvidal just had a fucking vicious knockout over Ben Askren. Colby Covington's taking on Robbie Lawler. Leon Edwards is taking on RDA. I don't think you can give Jorge Masvidal a title shot yet. I would love it. I would love it if Jorge Masvidal got a title shot. But trust me, if Dana was going to give Jorge a title shot, he's seen the numbers that Jorge pulls in. I feel like he's going to milk Jorge a little bit. Because once you lose your title shot, once you lose that title shot, and let's face it, Kamaru Usman, bad matchup for him. I know same with Ben Askren, but let's face it, Kamaru Usman, I wonder if he's going to fly and knee me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of trick only works once. Because now guys are all going to be aware of it, and I think Kamaru Usman's not going to, he's not the guy to just dive straight for your legs like Ben Askren. You know, he's probably going to stand there for a bit, feel you out, feel your time in, and then kind of push you to the cage and try and bully you. And I actually think that Kamaru Usman's a bad matchup for Jorge Masvidal. As much as I know Jorge Masvidal's a savage, I think it's a bad matchup for him, and I think Dana knows this. So I think here's what you're going to do. You're going to make no decisions. Not a single decision will be made until the fight between Colby Covington and Robbie Lawler happens. Because this is the deciding factor. And you're going to have to stay tuned for this. You're going to have to stay... Look, I'm warning you. I'm about to go intricately in detail. Intricately in detail. And you need to pay attention. Watch what happens here. Colby Covington versus Robbie Lawler is happening. Okay? If Robbie Lawler wins, you kind of stunk and you give Jorge Masvidal a title shot. Straight away. No questions asked. If Colby Covington wins, you give Colby the title shot. Because he's earned it. He's number 2 in the division. If he beats Robbie Lawler, he'll probably get put above Tyron Woodley just because Woodley's been a little bit inactive. You know what I'm saying? So he'll be the number 1 contender. There's beef between him and Kamaru Usman. You know, there's footage of them getting it on backstage and in line for picking up crab legs. That's going to sell pay-per-views. And there's going to be shit talking. I feel like with Masvidal and Usman, it's kind of going to be just cordial going up to the fight. You know what I'm saying? And I think Colby's actually a bad matchup for Usman. And they're going to maybe clash with each other in the wrestling department. Colby's more smothering. Usman's more dominant, kind of... He's more explosive of a wrestler. Colby's more of a pacemaker. You know what I'm saying? Now, the next fight you do is Darren Till versus Ben Askren, who's moved all the way down to number 9. What the fuck? How did he go from 5 to 9 from losing to 4? Whatever. You do fucking Darren Till versus Ben Askren. Okay? That's the next fight to make. They've both been KO'd by Jorge Masvidal. They have beef. It's a good fight. And I think that now, looking at the Jorge Masvidal fight, now we've seen Ben Askren KO'd, a lot more people will give Darren Till more of a chance, and it'll be a more interesting matchup. Okay, so at the end of the year, you do Darren Till versus Ben Askren. Now, the winner of that fight will take on Robbie Lawler if he beats Colby. Okay? Or will take on Tyron Woodley if Lawler loses to Colby. You've got to stay tuned here, okay? Because I'm going deep. The winner of Askren versus Till will take on Lawler if he beats Colby. Or, if Lawler loses to Colby, they will take on Tyron Woodley. Till has beef with Tyron Woodley because Tyron Woodley beat him. Not beef, but he has history with Tyron Woodley. Askren and Woodley would be an interesting matchup to see, even though they're friends and they said they won't fight each other. If the UFC says, you two are fighting, if not, you can fuck off to Bellator, they're going to fight each other. Okay? And that's just how it works. Lawler versus Till is a fight we've wanted to see for a very long time. Askren versus Lawler is a huge fight with some controversy that a lot of people would love to see the rematch too. If Colby wins, you give him the title shot. If he doesn't, you give Jorge the title shot. And Colby takes on Woodley if he loses to Lawler. So Askren versus Till winner gets Lawler if he beats Colby. But when Colby loses, let's just say it happens, he gets Woodley. Both coming off losses. Beef there for the next title shot. Okay? This is so interesting. If Colby gets the title shot against Usman after beating Lawler, when he gets the title shot for Usman after beating Lawler, if he beats Lawler, you do Jorge Masvidal versus the winner of Leon Edwards versus Rafael dos Anjos. This is all... You need to have some fucking IQ to listen to this, guys. Okay? Because this is so interchangeable, you have to be thinking about various scenarios and outcomes. I'll break it down at the end. Leon Edwards versus RDA winner will go to Jorge Masvidal if Colby beats Lawler and gets the title shot. Because your fingers crossed praying that it's Leon Edwards. That will headline any ESPN card and do very well for the UFC. And they can milk Masvidal's name and also milk the beef between the two of them to make a huge event for the next title shot. Okay, Leon Edwards is on a 6-fight win streak. You're praying he gets past RDA. And if RDA wins, it kind of throws a fucking spanner in the work and you do him versus Santiago Ponzinibbio in Brazil. Argentina versus Brazil thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a good fight. Now, let me break down the entire summary of what I've just been through. Okay? Fuck, I forgot it. No, I've remembered it. Usman. If Colby beats Lawler, Colby gets a title shot. You listening? Colby beats Lawler, Colby gets the title shot. And Masvidal fights the winner of RDA versus Leon Edwards. Pray it's Leon Edwards for the fucking views. Okay? If Colby loses to Lawler, Lawler gets the winner of an imaginary belt that I've just created between Darren Till and Ben Askren. Okay? That's a great fight. And Masvidal gets the title shot. It's all reliant on who wins between Lawler and Colby Covington, which I believe is going to be Colby, because he wouldn't take the fight if he didn't know he was going to have an advantage over Lawler. They've trained together for a many number of years. Colby Covington was the fighter that Lawler brought into training for Johnny Hendricks. Okay? If Lawler wins, he takes on the winner of Ben Askren versus Till. Okay? If Colby wins, the winner of Ben Askren versus Till takes on Tyron Woodley. It's all dependent, and we have to wait, and I pray to God the UFC does not rush to any conclusions here. He does not rush to any conclusions, whoever the UFC is. I know it's a he because I'm sexist, okay? You got to wait till the Colby versus Lawler fight. Don't make no rash decisions. I know Usman will want to fucking get the Jorge Masvidal fight. It's a great matchup for him. And he doesn't want the Colby fight. We know this. Wait till August 3rd. All will be revealed. And if I'm right, they don't call me the MMA guru for nothing. Okay? Hit that. See you later. Did I even make any sense? Let me know if I made sense. I feel like I made big sense. Like fucking massive sense. But I also feel like no one would understand what I'm saying. So yeah. I think I'm right though.